Hi there, Kids Clubbers. It is Make It Monday again, and today we're going to make something with a sheet of paper. And so all you need is one sheet of paper and a pair of scissors. But if you watch the video right to the very end, I'm going to show you what you can make with a second piece of paper, which will help with our lesson today. And so we have got here, I'm going to use this red piece of paper because what we're going to do is we're going to make an origami heart. Now it's very simple and everybody can make it. You need to have a square piece of paper. Now, so if you've got an ordinary piece of paper, printer paper, or whether it's lined paper from a dotter or something, you might find it's actually a rectangle. So the best way to make a square of paper is to take your piece of paper and fold it diagonally across the edge so that you have a fine point in one corner and the opposite corner reaches the edge, and then just smooth it across. And you should have a gap left, a piece left. So we're going to discard that. So this is where your scissors are needed. You're going to cut along here and you're going to get rid of that piece of paper. So to save time, I've already cut a piece of paper. And so here is my triangle now. So when I open it back up, I have a perfectly square piece of paper. So I've already folded it in half once and I've scored a line. I'm going to fold it from corner to corner again, diagonally, so that I can get another perfect line across there. And so just score that up so that we know where the center is. Now, keeping it like a diamond shape rather than a square, I'm going to take the bottom corner and I'm going to fold it to the middle point where the two lines intersect that I have scored. And I'm going to fold it down hard, press it down hard. Then I'm going to turn it all the way around, 180 degrees. And then I'm going to take the bottom point again and I'm going to bring it right up to the very top this time. Okay, so we're bypassing the middle line. We're going right to the very top. Okay, so you should have this very strange looking shape now. Okay, it's kind of like longer and short. So we should have that. Then the next thing that we're going to do is, like you make a paper aeroplane, we're going to make a point at the bottom here where my finger is now. And so you're going to fold your piece of paper over and down to make it look like as though you were making an aeroplane. So you have a point here. We're going to fold this piece over and down now as well. Okay, so you can start to see that our heart is beginning to take form. Then what you're going to do is flip it over so you can see the back, and then the 2 points on the top, we're just going to fold them over so that they reach in behind, just a little bit behind where the top of the paper is. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to fold it over and just tuck it in so that it just is in and no more. And then you're going to take the sides and you're going to fold them over too. Okay, so just fold the side over, tuck it in, fold this side over, that, and then hey presto, we have a heart, a paper heart. Now I made another one earlier just by using a scrap piece of paper. I didn't fold it quite the same way, I just folded them that way, and so it made more of a square shaped heart. But you could make lots of these, and if you take part in our activity today, then you will find out what you need to do with that you can write inside your heart and what you're going to be writing in there. So make sure you join us at our Live at 5 session so that you can find out what goes on inside. Now I promised that if you stayed right to the very end watching how to make a heart, that I would teach you something else. So if you've been at our Live at 5 session today, then you will have watched me make a ticket to heaven. And I thought I'd show you how you can make that same ticket to heaven, and you can make up your own story to go with it so that you can then share it with a friend. So again, you're going to need a piece of rectangular paper. Now you do need rectangular paper this time. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it so that you have... So you're folding it in half, but go a little bit further so you've just got a tiny gap at the end, maybe about 4 or 5 centimetres of the paper left at the end. Okay, and then we're going to turn it around. I do remember that I'm left-handed, so I do everything back to front. I'm sorry. Okay, then we're going to fold it up in half so that we've now effectively turned it into a quarter despite this little funny bit here, and we've scored it, and then we're going to open it up again. So it's like a book now. And then back to the paper aeroplane fold. We're going to fold this side, the corner in, so that we to the center line, and we're going to score it. And then I'm going to fold this side in, and I'm going to score this side too. And now it kind of looks like a little bit of a house, or maybe a bit of a paper plane, but then we're going to fold it back in half like this. And this is your ticket to heaven, ready to go. So I'm just going to grab a marker pen. I'm going to talk about ticket to heaven. So there we go. So we've got a ticket to heaven. Then you can tell your story a little bit like I did. And if you're strong, you'll be able to rip the paper. But if not, make sure you've got a pair of scissors. And you're going to take about a third of it. So that's roughly a third of my ticket. And you're going to give away this 1/3. So that's the first time in the story that you give part of the ticket away. And then as the story continues, there's a second time that you give some of the ticket away, and you would cut a bit off and you give it away again. And then this is the remainder piece of ticket that you hold on to. So then you're left with all these pieces of paper that you've cut up. And you will see that as you unfold them, you're able to, these scraps of paper, they might seem like scraps, but in actual fact, you're able to turn them into the words. There we go, there's the L's. That's the bottom of the E, and that is the top of the E. And then one of these little pieces turns into the middle of the E. And then we've got the two bits of H. And so that's how you make it into hell. And then if we put that to one side, if you take your original ticket and you now open it back up, you'll see that you have created a cross. Okay, so you can try this out at home. You can have a go at this. And maybe when we're able to meet up with our friends again, then you can try that out on them. And you can share a story, and hopefully you will be able to help them understand that they need to have Jesus in their life as well, and that no ticket will get you into heaven. The only way that we get into heaven is through the cross of Jesus Christ. Okay, well, thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and take care. See you later. Bye.